Hello, my name is Cherie Mullen, and I am a senior at BYU-Idaho in the last few weeks of my internship. I was able to do my internship with Confessions of Parenting. It's a blog about parenting, marriage, blended families, and also motherhood. Um, so, how did I go about finding this internship? So I actually started at BYU-Idaho's internship website. I searched through there and kind of researched what other people had done and like the different internships that had already been approved by BYU-Idaho. And I just couldn't seem to find anything that fit my needs. I really needed something flexible where I could stay home because I have 4 really young children and I just was not able to work outside of the home. So I decided to search other avenues, and I remembered people asking on the Facebook group for BYU-Idaho Online Student Support about internships, and so I went on there and I kind of searched, and this is what I was able to find. And I was able to find that Michelle had posted an opportunity for an internship, and it looked like it was exactly what I needed. So I emailed her and asked her my questions about my concerns and things like that, and she reassured me that it was exactly what I needed. So it was a simple application process, and I can go over that at the end when I tell you about how to contact her. So my responsibilities with the blog. A lot of my responsibilities were with Pinterest. And I was able, in the beginning of my internship, I had the opportunity to voice to Michelle where my interests lied and what I wanted to learn about. And so there's different platforms for the social media for the blog. And I specified that I was interested in Pinterest. It was just something that I felt drawn to and I really wanted to understand more. So some things that I was responsible for. I was responsible for creating appealing content, things that people would click on and want to find out more about. I also learned how to read analytics with Pinterest, how to work the system with making it so people could find us and read the content that we were posting and things like that. I was also able to contribute by doing blog posts. One of my favorite blog posts that I was able to do was about the Instant Pot. It was something that I had done a lot of research on and felt like I could educate others about. So that was kind of my first dive into blogging, and I learned how to communicate with other bloggers and also research topics that other people were searching like on Pinterest and online. So I was also able to write a few other posts throughout the semester about motherhood and my family, which was a lot of fun too. I also learned how to schedule content. There are so many things with managing a blog that you just need to be consistent with. So I learned about schedulers and how to set up my time to best accommodate the blog and how to make it be the best that it could be. I also had the opportunity to link up with other bloggers. A lot of what I did was commenting and making connections with them. So especially with bloggers that were in the same category, topic, niche that we were in with blogging about families and things like that. So some benefits to the Confessions of Parenting as I interned for them. I feel like I became a really helpful resource in developing relationships with other bloggers. Like I said, I was able to participate in link ups and learn how to communicate with them and work together to build each other up and really be strong advocates for families. So that was a great benefit to Confessions of Parenting because I was able to build those bridges and make connections with them. I was also good at bringing more more traffic to the blog and new traffic to the blog, I was able to invite friends and family and encourage them to, look at our content and interact with it. And I also was able to do that through Pinterest as well, with learning the algorithms and figuring out what worked best in attracting more viewers. And I also contributed a lot of suitable material and content that was relevant to our blog. It was sometimes, everybody has different interests and different things that they connect with. And when you can contribute material that your readers are looking for, it has a huge impact on lots of people. So I was able to do a lot of research and figure out what were the best suitable things and topics that people were most interested in. So some personal benefits for me, I learned so much about how much work goes into building a blog and how much time is spent doing that and how much effort and motivation you have to do something big like that to impact so many people. A lot of people think that blogging is just an easy, simple, kind of flexible thing, and it's really not. It's something that you have to really work at, and it benefits a lot of people, but you have to be willing to put in the work to get there. I learned a lot of time management. Having 4 children is very challenging when you are trying to go to school in general, but with this internship, I was able to learn how to manage my time most effectively in spending my time making sure I got my hours in and that I was contributing what I needed to the blog and getting, my checklist done that I needed to. So I learned a lot about time management. I was able to build really successful relationships. I was able to build a great relationship with my boss, Michelle. And I was also able to build relationships with other bloggers. And I was also able to build successful relationships with the team that I was working with at the blog. Because there were other interns that were also contributing as well. I was able to make new friends online and in person because of the blog, and I was able to learn the writing process for blogging. It's not just people slapping some words on, a document and saying, I think people will read this. It takes a lot of consistent time and effort to write something relevant to readers. So I learned a lot about that and how to direct my writing to be more personable instead of so education oriented. I learned how to take direction and implement constructive criticism. I was also able to advocate for the family and provide service in the online community. That's something that I was really looking for, and I am really thankful I got to do. I learned patience with myself and with others. I learned that I do have drive to, accomplish things and be given tasks that I can check off my list. I was also able to learn to be motivated to be creative. Sometimes I think for me, it's easy to just be told what to do and just, kind of do that instead of voicing my opinion and creating something that could make a vision better. So that was something I learned. I also learned how to work as a team player and how to learn from my mistakes. I am thankful for Michelle's direction in correcting me and helping me learn from those mistakes instead of just feeling like a failure. So those are just some of the personal benefits that I had throughout the semester in interning for Confessions of Parenting. So connections with my education, something that I said about advocating for families online. I feel like this internship has connected me so much with my advocacy class that I took on campus. I've taken it this last semester as a senior, and it has taught me so much in how I need to be an advocate, an active advocate for the family. And I feel like blogging and bringing families together and talking about motherhood and just being a voice for people to connect with is being a huge advocate in our society. I learned how to write professionally and research what people are looking for. I was able to address parenting things that I've learned in my classes. I took a parenting class with my husband, one of my first few semesters up at BYI-Idaho, and I have learned the information. I have used that information consistently in writing blog posts. I also took a lot of marriage classes when I was up on campus before I was an online student, and I used a lot of that information as well in writing posts about good marriage habits and how to strengthen marriages. And I also learned how to communicate professionally and be an asset in a team, and learn how to voice my personal opinions and not just go along with the flow. And I was also able to learn how to listen and carry out someone else's vision, even if it wasn't my own. So would I recommend this internship? Yes. It's very flexible work hours. It's at home. I learned so much, and I was able to bring out creativity in myself and just learn so much from that. And my boss, Michelle, was so fun and easy to work with, and she's a great communicator and just a wonderful person all around. So how do you arrange for an internship with Confessions of Parenting? You can go to confessionsandparenting.com and look at the blog. There's a way to contact her through that. But to easily contact Michelle, you can just email her at michelle.triple@gmail.com. And so that's what I did for my internship, and I highly recommend it, and I hope you can benefit from what I've learned during mine.